It's not a closed question, it's an open question, and it just is a good question for starting a conversation.
For work, it builds relationships, it builds connections, doesn't it? It gets you to know people, and it's easier to do business with people if you know them a little bit better.
It's a communication framework to allow you to remember things to talk about. So it's a questioning framework. So it's just for topic. When you're making small talk and you're using English, sometimes you're focusing, we've said this before, you're focusing on making sure your language is correct. You're perhaps a little bit nervous.
Or what brings you here this morning? What brings you here this afternoon? What brings you here today?
Or you could be more specific. So what brings you to this city? What brings you to... Welcome to another episode of BizPod. Rachel, we're talking all about small talk today. How's your small talk?
So it's just about the weather at the moment because it's still really hot. That's all I talk to anybody about.
The weather, yeah. When it's hot, when it's cold, when it's windy, when it's rainy, the weather's always a good topic. Before we dive in, I want to point everyone in the direction of this book, Captivate, by Vanessa Van Edwards. It's quite a detailed book about communication, but one of the things that she does talk about a lot in this book is not small talk. She calls it big talk.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Why?
The reason being, small talk, we kind of diminish it. When we use the word small, we kind of diminish its importance. Small talk is seen as not important. But in this book, Vanessa Van Edwards says, and I agree with her, that it's actually a big part of your social connection with people. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So she particularly calls it big talk rather than small talk, because big talk gives it a big meaning rather than diminishing its meaning. So if you haven't read it already, get Captivate. Okay. So small talk. Let's introduce a phrase. Rachel, so what brings you here today?
An appointment with you.
So the phrase, so what brings you here? When you're making small talk and you're using English, sometimes you're focusing, we've said this before, you're focusing on making sure your language is correct. You're perhaps a little bit nervous. So this one simple phrase, so what brings you here? It's a good question. It's not a closed question. It's an open question. And it just is a good question for starting a conversation. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, better than saying, what's your job? What do you do? Which is a bit boring.
Yeah. So what brings you here? It invites conversation. You never know. So what brings you here? You might get a really interesting story from somebody about why they're at the same event you're at, why they're in the same place you're at. Yeah.
But you can use it in any scenario, couldn't you? It could be work or non-work.
Yeah. So what brings you here tonight? Maybe you meet someone at a concert or an event. So what brings you here tonight?
Or what brings you here this morning? What brings you here this afternoon? What brings you here today?
Yeah. Or you could be more specific. So what brings you to this city?
Yes.
Yeah. What brings you to this conference? It's a really nice phrase for starting a conversation with somebody. So that's our featured phrase for this week. So what brings you here? And because we're talking all about small talk, I want to refer back to my book, say it better, communication frameworks.
Okay. Is there one for small talk or big talk?
Yeah, there is. There is a, do you know the Ford framework? FORD?
Yes.
What does it stand for? F is...
Family. Is it family?
Yeah.
Recreation. I can't remember R. What's R?
Recreation.
Okay. And then D is dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 really good, safe subjects for small talk. I particularly like dreams. What are your dreams? What are your ambitions?
Hopes, aspirations.
Yeah, exactly. So what brings you here? Is a great way to start it. And so what do you hope to learn? What do you hope to gain from being here? So Ford, FORD. It's in the book. If you haven't got a copy of the book yet, it's available on Amazon And I want
an example from you. How would you answer that using this Ford? So if somebody said to you, so what brings you here?
Right. So Ford isn't a communication framework for answering. It's a communication
Okay.
framework to allow you to remember things to talk about. So
Okay.
it's a questioning framework. So it's just 4 topics that are good, safe, friendly topics for talking about.
Okay.
FORD. And I think Ford is nice and easy to remember because of the car, the Ford car. Yeah. Family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. So all you have to do when you meet someone for the first time, you say the introductory phrase, so what brings you here? And then you have
Blah, blah,
those
blah.
4 different areas to focus on. Family,
Okay.
ask about their family, ask about their occupation. So family and work, but recreation, what do you do when you're not working? But again, dreams. That's the big one. I think.
So you'd say, so what brings you here? Let them reply, then say, do you have family?
Yeah. Do you
Then
have a
you ask,
family?
what do you do for a job? Yeah. Then you say, and when you're not at work, what do you do? And then say, and what do you plan for the future? What would you like for the future? What are your dreams?
Perfect. There you go. That's the communication framework Ford. You will never run out of things to say in a conversation because you've got those 4 topics. The introductory phrase, tell me about your family, tell me about your work. What do you do when you're not working? What are your hopes and ambitions? And then it's probably time, if you're in like a big event, to move on to the next person.
Okay. All right. Go get a coffee.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about small talk. Why do you think small talk is important? What's the importance of small talk?
For work, it builds relationships, it builds connections, doesn't it? It gets you to know people, and it's easier to do business with people if you know them a little bit better. Outside of work, obviously, you're building your social network, aren't you? You're building friends, people you can meet up with and relax with and go out with. So it's useful.
Exactly.
Every aspect of life.
Yeah. Every relationship that you have outside of your family begins with small talk. You meet somebody for the first time and you just make small talk and you get to know each other just a little bit and then you build on that. So small talk, we call it small talk, but like Vanessa says in a book, it's big talk. It's a big part of your social communication. And every relationship, every business meeting, every job interview starts with small talk. So you've got to get good at small talk using English.
Yeah. I think the problem with small talk is it can go anywhere. Whereas when you're in a business meeting, there's a particular goal, there's a particular sort of boundaries of the conversation of what you're talking about. But small talk is like, it's an open minefield, isn't it? It's like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? Am I going to know the grammar? What tense are we using? Are we talking about the past, the present, the future?
Exactly. It can be a minefield, but if you have the Ford sort of framework in mind, you've got topics. And if you stick to those 4 topics, you're not going to move into any areas that you shouldn't. Definitely don't talk about money, religion, and politics. Avoid those at all costs.
I love talking about politics. That's one of my, if we talked about the recreation, my recreation is reading and listening to politics.
Politics. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but if someone meets you for the very first time, they don't know that you're into politics.
Yeah.
And they may not agree with your politics. So it's probably something you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got the phrase for starting off. We've got Ford, F-O-R-D.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, you have to sort of exit the conversation gracefully and then move on. So how do you do that?
Well, it was lovely meeting you. Perhaps I'll see you again sometime.
Yeah. Oh, it's been great chatting today. And I need to go and say, I should go and say hello to a few other people.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's big talk.
Okay. I like it. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody should go and buy this book.
Mm-hmm.
Captivate by Vanessa Van Edwards. And everyone should go and buy this book as well. Say It Better by me.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. That's it for this week.
All right. Bye.
See you again next week. Bye.